All right, well, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to G.S.R. Gonzo'S Sports Room, Wednesday, February 22nd, 2023. Joined by Jay McLovin. How's it going, Jay?
Just me and Mike playing Ode to Frankie non-verbally. What a time to be alive, man. No, hey, seriously, man. Hey, it's been a pretty good day, man. Not a whole lot, going on too much right now, man. Hey, I will say this, man. Go Roughnecks. They got another win in the column, so they're looking pretty good under Wade Phillips. So
Roughnecks, they don't play till tomorrow.
I thought they got the win. Somebody told me I thought they played tonight at 7.
No, they play tomorrow at
Are
9.
you sure? I heard they got the win.
No, they play tomorrow at 9 against the Sea Dragons on Thursday Night Football.
Then I got lost.
XFL style.
Damn it! I got bamboozled then because I was at a function and they came across my feed from one of my friends. I guess he was pulling my leg.
Won their first game the other night.
No, never mind. Then he was pulling my legs. Son of a bitch! I'm about to have to talk with him.
We got Mike Hughes. What's going on, Mike?
Nothing, man. Got some soup. Hanging out. Easy night.
Soup's good on a cold night.
It's cold as.
Man, what are you making over there? What are you doing, Mike? I'm hearing noises over there that don't sound natural.
It's cold as shit.
Oh, well, you might want to put it in the microwave a little longer. Hey, Mike, look, I came home this evening, walked in the front door. The refrigerator was open. Blue was on the floor, half-eaten thing of sausage hanging out of his mouth, and a whole empty thing of sour cream container gone. Looking at me like, yo, is this all you got in the fridge? I need some more.
I bet he was. I bet he was.
Hey, listen, he was happy though, man. I was mad at him, but at the same time, I ain't mad at him because if I was him and I could open up a refrigerator door and get my own food, hey, so be it. So be it.
Got to put a lock on that refrigerator.
Yeah, right now I'm having to duct tape it, and I forgot to duct tape it today. Seriously, Mike, I have to duct tape my fridge door, or he will open it and eat everything he can. That's the life I'm living right now.
Wow.
Oh, what a time.
See, I guess it don't matter if it's a small dog or a big dog. They always get into something.
I've always said if I ever die, I'm going to be on the couch and Blue will be eating me, the cat will be eating me, and I'll just be, whatever's left over, I guess. It is what it is. But what a time to be alive, man. Honestly, man. Lots of things are still going on in sports. Mike, I was talking with Gonzo pre-show, man, and I'm kind of curious. We were talking about the franchise tag earlier today. I'm curious to see what Philadelphia does with that defense that they have lots of spots to fill, and who are they going to franchise tag and who are they not going to franchise tag?
And not just that is how they're going. They don't have no salary cap room, so it's going to be hard for them to keep a lot of the players that they had this year. They're going to lose some people.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mike has so many words this evening. Like I've never heard Mike so.
But the most important one I think they need to get Kelsey to play another year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, yeah. Mike has no words. It's like I've never seen Mike with no words.
Just hanging out, man.
You must have had a conversation with Jay. I don't know what Jay said to you in between last show and this show. I mean, I'm guessing he must have had a conversation.
Hell no, he ain't say shit to me. Fuck. What?
I haven't heard anything about the show. I don't even know if he probably hasn't even seen it.
Man, Jay, I told his ass what I said. He didn't care. He thought
you told him. You talked to him.
Come on, bro. I ain't. Come on, bro. What?
He started laughing.
Yeah, he thought it was funny as hell. I mean, come on, bro. Like
it is funny. I honestly, it really is quite funny.
Like, bro, what? Like you gonna talk about? We getting fired over here? Like, come on, bro. Hey, I'm only gonna do it one time. Gonzo. I promise. But come on, bro.
Know your role and shut your mouth, you jabroni.
Bro, talk to me. What? Take my ass home. You think I give a shit? Icy. It's raining. It's raining ice. It's -5 out right now with the wind chill, man.
Are you finally getting the snow out there now?
I dare you to say some shit to me tomorrow.
Oh God!
Dare you? Dare you?
I ain't saying no. I'm gonna keep my mouth closed.
Ain't no one saying.
There's gonna be a nice, beautiful, sunshiny
So you got
82
that good
tomorrow
weather.
with sun, so it's gonna be beautiful.
Nice. That's
It's
nice.
in the 40s. It's in the 40s here and pouring down rain. But
No,
that's
yeah,
better.
it's like 30s. I'm over exaggerating, but
That's
I'm
better
cool.
than the snow or ice. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I'm cool with snow. I don't like ice.
Hey, we were talking earlier, about baseball teams and rotations and things. Who's gonna make the most moves, whatever the case may be. Now that Tatis is, I guess, officially back with the Padres. You know what the Padres did last year and how close they came to the World Series. Now you throw Tatis into the mix. Who's gonna mess with them now? I mean, can they be a legitimate contender? We know obviously what the Mets have done on that end of the stick, but how are we really? How are we looking now at this? And especially they got to get. I don't know what they're gonna do with Machado. I'm guessing that's gonna be a whole nother issue. But if they can keep Machado and get Tatis, what do you think now is going to be the look of this Padres team?
I don't want to make Gonzo laugh while he's drinking. I don't know.
He's still considerate.
I think there's a lot of different conversations going around about health, and I think that's something a lot of people don't take into consideration. Mine, Dustin, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know why you stay in Minnesota, bro. Like, that's just crazy. But yeah, I think they have what it takes to be a great squad. You have Xander Bogaerts, you have Juan Soto, you have Fernando Tatis Jr., you have Josh Bell, you have all the guys you need as an offense to really make some noise. And they got some other guys too that really don't get enough love that are actually really great offensive production guys that you could really rely on. And they also have a shortstop that I forget his name. But I mean, they don't really need Tatis. I mean, this shortstop is phenomenal. So, he's not the same extremities of Tatis when he's healthy, but he's definitely a solid guy. And that kind of gives room for Tatis to still be in the lineup with him because Tatis can move to the outfield. So,
I was about to ask you, now that's pretty much what is going to happen. Now that you got Xander Bogaerts there, I mean, that's going to relegate him to the outfield.
I would say Xander probably he can't play third. I would say maybe, I don't even know. It's going to be a mess. I think that shortstop probably goes to second. Xander probably stays at short, and then obviously Manny's going to stay at third. And then you could have Juan and Tatis out there in the outfield and stick whoever else you want to out there. I think it'd be nice if those two were in the corners, but. Yeah, I mean, I think they have the rotation to do it. We'll see what happens with Josh Hader and a bunch of other guys if they can kind of bounce back because Josh Hader played like shit throughout the entirety of the 2022 season. But I know Josh Hader very well. I've watched him a lot, and so does Gonzo. And it's kind of one of those like Russell Westbrook on the Lakers last year situations where it's like, I mean, he was playing really bad, but it's like I wouldn't go out there the very next year and expect that same thing because of what he's done throughout his career. I mean, he's a stud. So, I mean, I don't really know what happened in Milwaukee. And obviously, I'm not really big on, cutting guys down when they get traded mid-season, have to move their families, find new places to live. And like the Trey Mancini comment earlier from Jay, it wasn't a negative comment. It was just saying like, the splits between what he did in Baltimore versus Houston are very drastic. They're very different. But I feel like that also comes with opportunities, and that also comes with obviously relocation. And I don't think it gets put in enough consideration and enough like conversations about that. Is like moving's it's a crazy thing, especially in this league.
It is.
You could get a whole new apartment and then you got to go to a whole different state to go play a baseball game right after. You don't even get to unpack.
Especially if you have kids.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing.
Because you got to move.
And baseball players, Mike, man, baseball players are very routine creatures and they are very superstitious. So I think that new scenery, especially, the new scenery, not getting the same playing time you got in Baltimore. I mean, I understand what you're saying, and that makes a lot of sense. And I think now that with the Cubs, if they use him routinely, hopefully he'll settle back in, and you will see that old man city from Baltimore come back to life.
No, yeah, routines are everything. I mean, me when I separated my shoulder my sophomore year, well, I did it my freshman year, but it didn't really start hurting until my sophomore year. But it was something for me where I turned into this yoga Pilates guy. On the low, I didn't tell nobody about it, but every morning. every morning I would do my little routines. I'd do my stretches. I'd wake up. I'd have some gummy bears. I'm like 15. Like that's if it was a game day, I woke up. I had gummy bears. And if I didn't, it's gonna be a bad day. And that's something. In a more serious conversation, there's a lot of guys who really they have these personal trainers in these cities, and then they lose those connections, and they don't get to see those people as often. They don't go to their facilities the same way they used to. There's a lot of trust factors that go into that, but I think the Padres are going to be all right to get back on that. And I think it's going to be a really good season. I just think health is wealth in 2023, and they're really going to have to count on Tatis having a healthy season because they handed bro $300 million after half the season. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
And I think for the Padres, the hitting, the defense, things like that, that's all going to be fine. I think it's going to come down to that pitching. Darvish, Snell, those guys out there, Musgrove. It's going to come down to that pitching and how well that pitching staff can pitch for that team. I think that's going to, in my opinion, I think that's the biggest thing for those guys. Speaking of pitching, Gonzo, I don't know if you saw this, man, but DeGrom is already showing signs of soreness on his, I believe it was his left side. And we haven't even gotten into really, truly that deep into spring training, and he's already having some health issues.
I think you'd rather have him having health issues now, because maybe it's just coming back. Maybe he revved up a little quicker than what he should have. Maybe he can recover, and you still have time before regular season to still get ready.
Right. I only bring that up because we know that him and Scherzer with New York, they battled that a lot.
It's something with him getting older. It's going to kind of gets back to what Mike was just talking about. You got to make sure you're seeing your trainers and really taking care of your body, especially as you start getting older in any leagues, but especially baseball, because in a pitcher, because you're putting so much stress on your, not just your arm, but them pitchers use their whole body. You're pushing off with your legs. Right. So getting in a routine of doing yoga or something, whatever it takes to keep your body in the best shape. That's what DeGrom at his age has to make sure he's doing. He's putting.
I'll be honest with you. Hey, look, with the amount of money that these guys are making these contracts, I'm going to have my personal nutritionalist. I'm going to have my personal physical trainer, physical therapist. I'm going to have those guys to make sure, like you said, that my body is in optimal shape. You know what I mean? I know that LeBron put in $1 million, I think he said, into his body. And those are the guys that last, the ones that put the investment back into themselves as much as they do into their yachts and their houses and whatever else.
All right. Well, slow down on that one. I doubt anybody really has a yacht except LeBron James, but a yacht is like half of.
Well, you know what I'm saying, though, man. Hey,
a yacht is like I'm only hoeing you for this because I actually just learned like how much it costs to like maintain a yacht, and it's like
10 to 20 mil a year, depending on how big your yacht is. Yeah,
dude, it's like hundreds of $1 million a year. Like,
well, no, it's 10 to 20. I researched this. It's for like take for
when
example.
Did you
Tony
research
Parker.
This?
Hey, Tony Parker's super yacht cost $300 million, and it costs him between 10 to 20 million dollars annually to maintain it and run it. That's what it costs. Now, I can only imagine if you had a yacht that's more than 300 million, then of course that would probably go up.
But that's not counting like the parties and everything.
Gas. Hey, you ever think about gas for a fucking
bro?
yacht?
Hey, listen, some of these yachts got like 30 damn crew members to run the son of a gun. 30. Like, what the hell?
I would run a yacht. I'd be.
Look how more people running that boat than you do on a damn professional football team almost.
I'd work on a yacht. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Hey, I would not mind. You ever seen that show Below Deck? I'd be all about it.
Hell no, I haven't.
Gonzo be over there living La Vida Loca.
so racially motivated, bro.
Pablo and Scrappy would be running around the bottom of the boat, chilling, living a good life.
They're actually chilling tonight for a change. Fuck. The other night they had me so mad. They wouldn't stop for nothing. Woke up everybody in the house.
That's what happened when we get two ankle biters.
What do you guys think about Seth Curry going to be out another week? Do you think the Warriors have any chance of turning this season around?
I think they do. I think there's a big part about Warriors fan bases and Warriors Warriors organization as a whole that has this mentality of it really doesn't matter how it looks. I mean, they won 73 games in 2016 and still lost in the NBA finals. So I don't think seeding really matters to them. I think the big part of what they're trying to do in the bigger picture of what they're trying to do is get in the playoffs. The second they get in the playoffs, it's a whole different problem, because you're going to have Steph Curry, you're going to have Gary Payton the second, and you're going to have the defending champs coming right back at you. And, I don't care what anybody says. I truly do stand by this. I think if it were to go down to, Warriors versus Suns in the Western Conference Finals, I'm still going with the Warriors 110%. I think they have the better makeup. They have the better chemistry. They're a dynasty. They don't have Chris Paul, who's the king of choking, DeAndre Ayton, who's as soft as a button, and Devin Booker, who gets bullied by Luka. So, I mean, after Luka slammed like 8 beers in pregame. So, I mean, it's something for me, you're going up against KD, and I get that. And KD's rumored to be playing his first game on Wednesday. He's going to be getting back at it this Sunday, and that's what's up. That's cool. But you did lose Mikal Bridges, who was your best defender. You did lose Cam Johnson, who's a solid rotational piece.
And how mentally tough is Durant?
That's yet to be seen, man. I mean, you look at what it is. What happened in OKC with Russ and Harden? What happened in obviously Brooklyn with Kyrie and Harden again? You know what I mean? And it's like, then you look at it, what happened with the Warriors, and it was dysfunctional towards the end because of that. And now you're with Book and CP and all the soft guys, and it's like, that's cool, but I'm still rocking with the Warriors. I don't think they're out of it in any way.
I think he gets back next week, and I just want to know, like, can they get that momentum back? And it is right after All-Star break, so there's a lot of time still left before you get into the playoffs to get that momentum back. But that's going to be the biggest thing, was getting that momentum.
Games, about 25 games left in the regular season.
I spilled.
Yeah, so they're going to have to get that. They get their timing, their momentum. But Steph Curry, he's a professional. This isn't his first rodeo, so he's going to be just fine.
I think with them, it's all about health. If they're healthy going into the playoffs, they can be a scary team, especially if they get their defense going.
I spilled my soup on my pants.
And I think if Gary Payton can get healthy, I think he's going to be a big addition. I think he's going to be I think he'd be the X factor for if they make a playoff run. I think Gary Payton's going to be that X factor because of his defense.
Yeah, you took Gary Payton number 2 overall, essentially, because you traded Wiseman. So there's a lot that goes into that. But I mean,
I'm still stuck on spilling the
Wiseman too soon. I think they gave up on Wiseman too soon.
I don't think they did. I think they overestimated
what Wiseman
him.
Was.
They overdrafted him 100%.
I do think they overdrafted him.
I believed, and I still stand on this, and I was in the minority when it first happened. I understood, looking at it for what it was. You have Steph Curry. You're going to get Klay Thompson back. You have Draymond. You were hopeful that you were going to get a forward at some point. And Anthony Edwards had already been taken, I believe, number 1 overall. So, it's something for me, it looked perfect. When you really look at it for what it was, because they never really had a true center. They had Iguodala, and then they had Boogie Cousins, and then they had Looney, and that was cool. But, they never really had a generational center in the organization during the Steph Curry era. And I think that was something that, Steve Kerr was very adamant about, we're talking about Victor Wembanyama right now, and we're talking about all these other guys, the Chets and everybody else. Those are guys that, actually played in longevity. The thing with James Wiseman was he went to Memphis. He played like 10 or 12 games.
Yeah, he didn't play much.
And he got hurt then, and he wasn't a superstar. And it was, I mean, come on. Like, what are we talking about? But because he was the best big man in that draft, and because of them over-evaluating that, I think that was something that really just kind of caught the eye of everybody else. I was really big. I told Jay McLovin around draft time, around that time is when I first kind of got introduced to him. I thought they should have rocked out with LaMelo Ball. And then you would have Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and off the bench you'd have Jordan Poole and LaMelo Ball, and those are your future backcourt right there. And you have the current backcourt right now. You have 2 Hall of Famers and Steph and Klay. And then I don't think Poole and LaMelo are that bad either, So I think they'd be in a very different position right now if they had a LaMelo Ball, and I think they snoozed.
Absolutely. And the thing about, I was looking at the standings, and I didn't realize how far Golden State had dropped down, but they're sitting right now at 9, and they're only a game ahead of Utah, that's in the number 11 spot. I mean, if they're not careful, though, at 29-29, they could find themselves out of the play-in.
They
Now,
said
they,
Steph will be
like
back
Jonathan
in the
said, they do have quite a few games still, 25. So, there, a lot of things can happen, but they're dangerously close to being out of the play-in.
Wiseman got a little banged up in Memphis when he first kind of arrived, but I've also heard about, him being ineligible, and there were a lot of things that went into that. But a lot of people just say he didn't want to play. A lot of people say it's because he's ineligible. A lot of people say he didn't want to play. There's so many factors that went into it, but at the end of the day, he didn't play. And that's really what it came down to. And it's like, you're not going number 2 for me. I mean, shit, Patrick Williams went number 4 and coming off the bench at Florida, and that's to the Bulls. And I still don't understand it. I still don't get it, but it's showing. It shows that you took a guy who only played off the bench because that's how he's playing right now. He's putting up. I mean, come on, you're here for defense and getting boards, and you got 0 boards and a half with Nikola Vucevic. Like, that's crazy. And James Wiseman is the same situation where it's like, you never really had enough time to learn a college defense, to learn a college system. So you got thrown into the NBA to probably one of the most win now teams that there were. You got thrown into a dynasty, to be honest. Right. Let's keep it a bean. You got thrown into a dynasty. They already had 3 rings without you. And then Draymond Green's trying to help you, but you're not healthy enough to stay on the court. I mean, James Wiseman, I'm sure in Detroit, I'm sure at some point it works out. I'm sure at some point he figures it out because I think he is a talented player, but I think he needs to get caught up to game speed, and being in a place like Detroit is a perfect opportunity because, there's no expectations. You can just go out there.
Yeah, I think with Wiseman, I think it's a 50-50. I think could he? Yeah, but man, that's such a I'm not putting my money on it, but yeah, I understand what you're saying.
He could turn into something like a Miles Turner, because if you remember Miles Turner, it took him a few years, and then now look, he's been playing at a pretty high level for the last 2 or 3 years, even though he's always in trade talks. But it took him a few years to really get going.
Do you find it interesting that Atlanta decided to part ways with McMillan right now? And they're in the 8th spot right now. They're in the play-in, and they decided to get rid of McMillan. They wanted to go in a different direction, wanted a new voice. They got the new general manager over there now in Fields, and I guess now he wants his own guy. He feels like McMillan wasn't really developing or shaping the squad like he wanted it to be shaped. So now they're looking at possibly, I think Quinn Snyder is the lead candidate over there.
Yeah, you see everything Jay just said. Isn't that fucked up? Ain't nobody want to say Trae Young's uncoachable. No one wants to talk about. No one wants to say that this is Trae Young's second coach in like 3 years.
Yeah,
that's not crazy to anybody. Everyone wants to say, "Oh, Luka's a bad teammate. Luka's this, Luka's that." Hey, Luka's chilling with Kidd. Luka likes Jason Kidd. Luka's chilling with Kyrie Irving, the worst teammate in the world in Kyrie Irving, but Trae Young gets all these criticisms, and a lot of people have been vocal that saying that it's very hard to coach him because he doesn't want to listen. And, his plus minus on defense is -2 or -4 or something crazy. Kid does not play a lick of defense. He's leading the league in turnovers, and sure, cool, you're leading the league in scoring at that too, and that's fine. But I mean, Jay, I'm going to throw it back at you. At what point do you blame Trae?
Yeah, at some point I think you do. And again, I think that's why the firing was maybe feels like, okay, I need to bring somebody else, maybe like a Quinn Snyder, who, by the way, does have ties as an assistant coach with Atlanta. And I think he liked what he did out there in Utah in the developmental process. And I think maybe to your point, he's hoping that Quinn Snyder can turn Trae Young and develop him and get him going. But I do think if he doesn't, this could be, Trae Young's maybe last while if he doesn't learn to do those types of things. Well, right?
Because McMillan had him in the playoffs the last 2 seasons, right?
Right.
And then this year's getting a little rough. This year's getting a little rough. So now
the Hawks have always been kind of left, right, up and down. They have not shown true consistency really to take them seriously, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of people I heard today, you know, Richard Jefferson and so many others were kind of talking about peaking too early. I think they kind of went on that run a little bit too early, and you know, they still had a lot of developing to do, and now they're kind of viewed as a playoff contending team, and they make their move for DeJounte Murray, who I still believe is a great guard in this league. I think DeJounte is a stud. I think everything he does is phenomenal, and I love the kid. But you know, he's going to be an expiring deal sometime soon. I believe next year's his last year on his deal. And you know, Trae Young will probably end up in a Chicago Bulls uniform at some point, but it's definitely something that I think is going to be a lot of fun to see, you know, what happens with Trae. And I think the camaraderie between him and Murray isn't what a lot of people thought it was going to be. I think Murray kind of, I don't know, he kind of took that backseat, and I was really expecting to see a 1A, 1B type of energy from those two, and instead it was kind of just like, you know, it kind of showed that, you know, some people think when you're in shitty situations that you can go to better ones and become a superstar. Like I said that every single day about Donovan Mitchell. I believed if he got out of Utah, he was going to make Cleveland better. He was going to be great with Garland. He was going to be great with Allen and Mobley, and he is. And he's become a superstar in Cleveland. But a DeJounte Murray, I believe he came from the Kings or from the Spurs, whichever
No, he
one.
came from the Spurs.
Yeah, he came from the Spurs, which is worse.
He came from the Spurs.
And, you know, you expect him to kind of take this leap because now you finally have a point guard who leads the league in assists. And, you know, you're finally in a great place where you feel like you can win. You have John Collins. You have great head coaching. You have great facility. You have great fan base. And it's like you just can't get over that hump. And, again, to Pride's point, I do think, you know, when Clint Capella is your center, you're kind of limited to what you want to do. As an offense, but you know, it's at some point it speaks volumes that, you know, things aren't working. And I think they got really high on beating the Knicks and, you know, the king of New York and all that other stuff that Trae Young was saying he was. And at the end of the day, the Knicks could give a shit because they're just as bad, and it's not looking any better for the Hawks. So I think at some point you got to look at Trae and be like, I think you got some growing up to do because Luka's over here in MVP candidate conversations with a worse team.
I thought it was interesting how now the interim coach is Prunty, Joe Prunty. And if you know anything about Joe Prunty, he was over there speaking to Jason Kidd. He's the interim manager that took over when Kidd got the boot in Milwaukee. And, you know, he did pretty decently in the playoffs. You know, of course, he got kicked out. But now he's interim tag again, a possible play-in team, you know, with these guys. So this is not his first rodeo. Could be interesting to see, you know, does Quinn Snyder get it, or does a couple other candidates that have ties to Atlanta Hawks get it?
I like Jay's face.
Yeah.
Do you think Mark Jackson will ever get another head coaching job?
Who?
I wish, man. I've been saying that forever. I would love to see Mark Jackson back in the league. I don't think it's going to happen. I think that whole blackball thing with, you know, everything that went down in Golden State, I don't think it's ever going to happen. But I would love to see him get another opportunity. I think I still think he's a good coach.
Good on you, Gonzo. That's good content right there. Forgot about Mark Jackson, bro. That's crazy. I really did. I wonder what he's doing.
You know damn good and well what he's doing, Mike. Ain't he still broadcasting?
Yeah, he commentates. He commentates games.
Yeah, he's still out there commentating.
Sorry, I just got a weird message. But who are you? Weirdos. Gonzo, your camera looks really good today.
Thank you.
That's because Pablo hasn't messed with it yet. Give it time.
Probably.
When Pablo wakes up, so does Scrappy.
Scrappy's knocked out. He was chasing a cat up on top of a roof earlier and about killed me.
Oh Lord!
About dragged me right off the porch, right down the damn steps. He tried to take off on me.
Man, you know,
Chihuahua's gonna kill me one of these days.
Do you guys get a lot of possums out where you guys are at? I get a lot of possums over here. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, man. Hey, when I take Blue out for a walk, that dog can find a possum every damn time. And do you know how hard it is to control a 121-pound dog when he goes left on you? And you're not ready for him to go left?
Oh, yeah, possums and raccoons.
Hey, when that dog decides to go left, it's a beast. It's a beast. Mike, you might equate that to the equivalency of a 300-pound woman all of a sudden decided she wants to be on top.
Oh shit, we're gonna get canceled. But anyway, Kevin Durant coming back to the Suns. Do you think they can make it out of the West?
Oh man, that's a good question.
Fuck's wrong with you, bro?
I mean, Mike, I don't know if we have enough time in this show. That might be a whole nother podcast, brother.
We don't. We don't.
Just saying, man. Hey, that's a whole other podcast.
Jesus.
I'll tell you, I am curious. I am still really curious to see how this Durant infusion is going to go. I really am. I tell you what, man. I think they can. Because Durant doesn't want to be a leader. He just wants to coexist with other guys who are the leader, and he just wants to do like we did in Golden State, which is stay in his lane, which is make shots, create stuff, but not necessarily take on the leadership responsibility. That's not Kevin Durant's thing.
For me, for Phoenix to win, Kevin Durant's going to have to be the guy.
Shut up, Gonzo. No. What?
He can't just facilitate.
No, Gonzo, no. No, you got it wrong. You got it wrong. You're so close. You're so close. You're right there. Jay, go ahead. What is it? What does Phoenix need to do? Go ahead. Tell me right now. Go ahead, Jay. Say it.
They finally need to get over the damn hump.
Fuck. Jay, what does Phoenix need to do? Gonzo, back at it. Both of you get 3 tries.
Okay.
Gonzo, what do they need to do?
I'm trying to think of what you're thinking of.
Come on, G. Come on, Gani. Jay, back to you.
They have leadership.
Jay,
right?
back to you.
Leadership. They have leaders.
Are you saying they need to bench Chris Paul?
What?
No, they just have to go out there and execute. They have to play within the game plan.
Hey, is that your 2? All right, it's his 2. Gonzo, last call. What do they got to do?
Booker's gonna have to be the guy.
Jay, what's your last go?
All right.
This is it, Jay. Lottery.
They got to be consistent.
Fuck, you're all awful. Listen, man. The one thing you got not my words, is the label. You got the point guard. You got the kid who's pretending to be Kobe, just like they have in Boston, and Devin Booker. They have Kevin Durant, the greatest scorer of all time. I don't think that's out of pocket to say. I think he is. It's no problem. And 7-footer. He's doing his thing. Got that other kid. No one really knows him, but he's hanging out. You know, he's doing his thing. You got Cameron Payne, who was a Bull. And you got a bunch of other guys. And the one guy who just doesn't know his fucking role is DeAndre Ayton. I just need
know
DeAndre
your
Ayton for a
role and
second.
shut your mouth, you jabroni.
Hey, that's a good point. Damn, I missed that. God, how did we miss that? That's a good point. God, that's a good point.
Because I looked at what happened with Milwaukee, and I really still feel like they should have beat Milwaukee. And I really feel like, hey, Jay, do you remember where DeAndre Ayton was drafted?
Number 1.
Over Luka and Trey and a bunch of other guys? And you're telling me you're getting bodied by Bobby Portis? Golly!
That's true. Like he has to play like a number 1 draft pick, and not like a number 24 or 25 pick.
Bro, I'm not even asking for points, bro.
Just give me defense and rebounds. Can I get defense and rebounds?
I just want boards, my boy. That's it.
Just give me the rebound. Show me the quad.
That's it. I mean, you had Mikal Bridges was your top defender. You had Cam Johnson. You had Devin Booker. You had CP3, who's doing all right. CP really was doing all right. I'm not gonna lie. In the finals, he wasn't awful. Like he wasn't choking.
I wasn't too far off. I did say that everybody needed to play their roles, which DeAndre Ayton needs to play his role. I missed DeAndre Ayton, so I'm not. I want partial credit, Mike. Not all the credit, but I want partial credit.
He was almost. I thought you was gonna have it. And you didn't, and I was like,
how much losing Mikal Bridges is going to hurt him on defense?
Oh, Mikal Bridges is huge, bro. Like I'm gonna tell you what, and Jay, I'm gonna buy an Astros jersey first to make you feel better. But
Asking.
hard. I'm just looking for a player I like, because I want to keep it. I want to rep it. I want to
Bro, there are plenty of players to like. Hunter Brown, I'm telling you, you would be awesome if you got a Hunter Brown. That would make you original because Hunter Brown is an up-and-coming pitcher, Mike. I'm telling you, and that would be a good one.
I'm actually thining about getting a Drew Gilbert, but I don't know what number.
Jim Cross would love you if you got a Gilbert jersey.
I know.
Jim Cross would be all up on you, man. Like
you already know, I got my Tennessee balls, baby. But hey, they won today. 23-1. Oh, we're back. But anyways, Gonzo. Amazing point, because the next jersey I'm gonna buy after that is Mikal Bridges. I love Mikal, man. And he does not miss a game. He does not believe in load management. I mean, this man was damn near in tears when they told him he can't play the first game as a Brooklyn Net because they wanted him to slowly, obviously get into the offense, which isn't hard because Ben Simmons is out there doing nothing. Like he could have just went out there and did what Ben does, but whoops. But it's something I think Mikal is so huge and Cam Johnson is so huge too. And I think that's definitely going to get slept on, especially with the health of KD, which, if this was a healthy KD, I wouldn't care, would not care whatsoever. I'd still do that trade 10 times out of 10. But I do think at the end of the day, in the long scheme of things, I was in the minority that Mikal Bridges is the face of the franchise at some point. I think he's going to surpass Devin Booker. I think he's going to be a more complete player, and I think that is the difference between a dog and just a talented guy. And I think Jay McLovin is just so handsome when he looks down. My bad.
If they stay healthy,
wait a minute.
Wait. Can I get
Mikal Bridges went in that trade?
It's so important. Can I come on your baseball show in the mornings? I never got invited.
Well, we never thought you were a baseball person.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'll send you the link in the morning.
It's not like I have the entire Chicago Cubs farm system in my fucking contact list. But yeah, man.
I just knew that. I just thought you knew you was always welcome. My bad.
I was never asked. I'm not one of those guys, man. You would think I was, but I'm really not, man. I kind of just.
I'll send you a link in the morning.
Jay knows. I kind of just do me, Jay was in the network for months. I never said a word to Jay, not because I didn't have problems with Jay, but I speak when I'm spoken to, and as I'm not one of those guys. It's like, can I come? Because it's like I don't want y'all to feel like you gotta throw me in. But then I was watching it this morning and I was like, damn, I want to play too,
I'll send you a link in the morning.
I just wanted to have some fun, man. Are we on the TV show right now? Are we on the app? Sorry.
Yes. No.
Are we on the app right now?
Shouldn't we?
No, we're not on the app right now, but
we're not on the app right now.
At some point.
We're not on the app right now.
Yeah, he didn't hit live on this one.
Well, even when you hit live on there, it don't go to the mobile app yet.
Really?
I needed to get a fuck out.
Yeah. It will eventually happen. It will eventually, but right now they have to upload it. So they try to do it that day or the next day.
Mike,
I talked to Jay
you
about.
You were talking about Mikal Bridges earlier with the Suns, but he's now with Brooklyn.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay. I thought you were still talking as if he was with.
No, Gonzo said that. Are they going to miss him? And I said, yeah. I felt like he was going to be the face of the Suns. I really did, and I thought at some point
That's the only thing that worries me. Is their defense going to be good enough to get him out of the way?
I'll tell you what right now. Oh, you're so lucky my jersey's upstairs. You're so But Klay Thompson in these playoffs after getting snubbed in All-Star game, which he even said he didn't feel like he played well enough. He said he played like crap and he's ready to show the world he's back. Ooh, with Gary Payton
that for a hot minute though, man.
If the Warriors can get healthy, I think they're going to be scared.
Hey, Jay, before you finish that, right before the All-Star break, that man smacked 12 threes with Curry out.
I did see that. I just need more consistent. But I've seen flashes from Klay Thompson post surgery.
But why?
I've seen flashes from Klay before.
Why do you only see flashes? It's because you got Jordan Poole and Steph Curry there. You don't need to be there every night. And one thing about Klay is he doesn't play back-to-backs. If you have a back-to-back game, he don't play. I think it was his first time playing a back-to-back in like years. because of that. And now they're finally allowing him to play back-to-backs. He said, no, I don't want to be babied no more. I'm tired of this shit. Like, and as his words, not mine.
It's hard to get in a rhythm.
Yeah, he's feeling
That's
it.
what
He's
I would
feeling like a little
imagine. At
break.
some point, if you're not doing the back, or if you're not playing, like, you know, it is. How do you get in a rhythm if you're not always out on the court?
Right? And that's something, you know, that's one thing I will say about Steve that I don't like. You know, like the part that pisses me off is like, all right, so 5 minutes left in the game. Klay Thompson's 1-3 away from breaking his previous all-time 3-point record in a single game at 13, and you benched him the rest of the game. Like, you know what that would have morally and spiritually done for that man, to be like, hey man, I came back and I broke my record again that he broke before he got injured the first time. And it's like for me, it's like, I don't know. I think sometimes I look at Kerr and I'm like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? And he's messed me out of some money sometimes, man. And on these parlays, bro, he be sitting Curry for like 15 minutes. And I'm like, what are you doing? But I don't know. I think the big factor too, though, is Gary Payton coming back. You know, it's funny because it's like, oh well, he's gonna need time to get into the rhythm of things. Why? It's his former team. He literally missed half a season. I don't think a lot's changed. Like, he's good. Like, he'll be all right. But is Gary healthy too? Is the other question.
He just has to get healthy.
Yeah, I mean, he's got like stomach stuff. I don't know. My stomach, I'll tell you what, bro. My stomach be bothering me all the time. He got a tear in his stomach. I would shit. I would cry. Dude, I'll tell you what, like, I mean this, and you could run this back if it, God forbid it ever happens. If I got shot, I believe I'd be all right. But if I got the stomach flu, oh man, I'm crying. Call an ambulance.
Did they ever say how long Jamal Murray's supposed to be out?
Who cares? He's not even the point guard. Who cares? Like, Jokic got it. It's fine. Who cares? Jamal is a bum.
You still need Jamar, though, at some point.
Why? For what? What does he do? At all. What does he do?
He ain't doing nothing now if he's on the injury list.
Looking like the next franchise point guard of the whole league. And Jokic was like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to average a triple-double for the next 3 years. And it's like, dang, Jamal just fell off the face of the earth. Jamal, I'm going to name 3 guys. You ready for this, Gonzo? It's G.S.R. shit list of the night. Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson. Let me switch that. Duncan Robinson first on the shit list. Tyler Hero and Jamal Murray. Went into the bubble, walked out heroes, and then just forgot how to hoop. I don't know what happened. I know Jack. I know Jack Harlow.
You had TJ Warren in that list as well.
Oh no, TJ was always shit.
He balled in the bubble.
He did have a couple 50s.
I don't know though, man. Hey, listen, you can't tell me. Look, Jamal still gives you about 24 and 5 a night. And now you got Reggie Jackson who gives you about 10, 5, and 4.
Is that what you was doing on your phone when you was all quiet? You just looked that
up? No, I was trying to research Jamal Murray's injury. I know it's on his knee, but I was just trying to find out like if there's any timeline or if they have any timeline.
Jokic's injury?
Joker's got it. I didn't see Joker with an injury.
Yeah, you didn't hear about his back? Yeah, he's been carrying Jamal Murray for years.
And I knew there's a punchline in there at some point. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the punchline.
Jamal is awful. Jamal is awful, bro. Like, Jamal does nothing.
Listen, listen, Gonzo, you got to be quicker with it. If you don't get it right off the rip, it just loses its appeal.
With my
you see how Mike is real quick with the jabroni and the fight for your right.
Dude.
You got to be like that.
Hey, hold on. With my back, I couldn't wait.
Hey, listen. Now you sound like LeBron and AD. Well, my back. I couldn't get to the button quick enough.
I'm sitting too far away from the button. I couldn't get over it quick enough. I have to move it back over.
That sounds like some personal issues over there.
I went to reach it. I was, oh shit, I can't reach. I was moving some stuff around and I didn't get it back in the exact spot it was. So I gotta move it back so I can reach the controls.
Hey, Gonzo, would you ever get a tattoo of G.S.R?
Maybe depends on,
like, on your forehead.
Not my forehead.
Oh,
I got like 10.
Are we on? Are we on ASAP right now too?
Yeah,
Never mind.
I have eight or 9 tattoos.
Dude, I got crazy tattoos, bro. My tattoos are stupid.
I got Pete Rose tattoo.
They're all here, bro. It's crazy.
I got a couple of roll-up tattoos.
I don't even know what that means. And you just sound that snort sounded like you did coke in the 70s.
Ah, man, listen,
I
Mike.
got Pete Rose and also have
I'm on probation.
a red leg
too.
mascot tattoo on my leg.
Said,
Going up being a
why
whole
you think
sleeve.
I'm always here with Gonzo, bro? I mean, me and Gonzo, we're just chilling, bro. We're like, come on.
Hey, I don't know, man. Listen, look, you're fresh out of Facebook jail, man. Look, you got to be careful, man. You got to be flying the straight and narrow over there,
you
man.
Know what? I was like, can I say something? I don't want to sound like cocky or like anything. Like I changed my profile picture. My boy Kevin, he's a photographer. He was filming us play baseball. It was really dope. Kevin Lapka from 670 The Score does amazing work. Following him on the IG. But I noticed I only got 50 likes. I got like 1,500 friends, So I wasn't being cocky. I was just like, shit ain't adding up, So then I looked, and Facebook told me that I'm on a restriction for the next 26 days, and they're lowering my posts for the next 26 days out of fear, not out of punishment, out of fear that I'm gonna say something crazy. And I said, you know what? I wasn't gonna, but now I just might. So you stay tuned and be very aware.
What got you put in jail?
Why'd I get put in jail?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, listen.
Said I didn't do nothing.
Hey, listen. We all know damn good well.
I really didn't say anything crazy though. Like I didn't.
Oh no, yes you did.
I didn't.
Yes,
I didn't like.
Mike,
I didn't like.
Yes, you did.
I didn't like name drop or nothing. I just said,
Listen, there are quote unquote key phrases that will get you in trouble. Like, don't go to an airport.
No, yeah, I did say. You know what else did too? Man, I don't know if I should say it. I bet ESPN's been trying to hire me for months, but every time they come back and watch our shows, they're like, man, that Mike kid's fucked up. But man, sometimes, man, you just gotta
fight for your right to party.
I will raise my glass to you, Mike, because you do gotta fight.
I'll just be saying what I want to say. You know what I'll tell you right now? If y'all don't like the way I talk, Barstool Sports and the ASAP Network will always hire me, baby. I say what I want. And what I did say, Gonzo, was that I was going to burn some houses down, but I didn't say whose houses. Could have been empty.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you said I'm going to burn your house down.
I also said... You know what was random too?
I think it may even been. I think I'm gonna come over and burn.
As long as it wasn't Gonzo's house, we're cool,
dude. And then the other one, so I got banned because of two things. The first one was a warning, and I didn't see it. That was the problem. If I saw the warning the first time, I probably would have kept it smooth, But I guess the first time somebody said something in my neighborhood. You guys have neighborhood Facebook groups?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we got one in my neighborhood.
I'm banned on a couple of them, but go ahead.
Me too now. Yeah, but my neighborhood is very diverse. There's Section 8 homes, there's nice homes, it's a lot. It's a nice neighborhood. But it's also full of some wild dudes that I know, and it's like not what everybody. You know what I mean? Like it's you drive by and you're like, oh, this is nice, and then the sun goes down and you're like, oh shit, So like I saw all these. Respectfully, they're not you know what, I'm not even gonna call them white people. I'm gonna call them I'm white. Yeah, they were white people, a bunch of white yuppies that moved into the city and don't know shit, don't know their ass from their elbow. Like they just think they could post whatever they want, and so they was talking crazy, bro. They said some mad racist stuff about a Hispanic man that was walking down the block, and I know this guy, and I saw it, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. I'm gonna start scaring some people. So like all they said was suspicious Hispanic man walking down the street, and he just walks down the street every night and then goes into his house. I see him because I sit in my car before work, And long story short, I went on Facebook. I went in the group chat at probably 9 at night. I was a little bored, and I was like, oh snap! And I put it in. You know how you could write on the wall and so everybody could see it. I was like, oh snap, 3 crackheads just got shot on the corner selling drugs. I go, oh man. And then I wrote in the comments, I was like, oh man, they got me. And I was going crazy. And then my buddies chimed in and they were like, yo, they're on my block now. And all these white people were like freaking out about it. And there were no crackheads. It was just me. Bullshitting. And then they reported me and banned me. And I'm not allowed in the group chat anymore. I feel like the community doesn't like me. I was just trying to, make somebody laugh.
Listen, all I know is, hey, for about a better part of 3 years when I was in DC, I embraced the name Saltine with all due affection. I embraced it. I really did. I lived the character to its fullest. I remember one time, Mike, kid you not, I came outside my backyard. I was getting ready to take the trash out. The elementary school had just gotten let out. Now, the elementary school is across the street from my house. And, the chain link fences are only about 4 feet high.
You're allowed to, are you allowed to have a house by a school zone, Jay?
Surprisingly, yes.
Wow.
Surprisingly, yes. But let me get to the. There was a very young black boy, probably about, I don't know, maybe 8, 9 years old, taking a piss in my backyard on my tree. I said, "Get the fuck!" I grabbed the kid. I had him like this, Mike. His legs are over here. His face is right here. And I'm walking to the school, Mike. I got this young black boy. And I'm walking to the school. And this one black lady said, "Excuse me, sir, you can't do that." I said, "I tell you what. I'm going to the school where the principal is and the truant officer is with a badge. You are more than welcome to follow me. But he is pissing in my yard, and we're about to handle this."
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. I mean, I don't think.
Piss in my yard. Look, you call me Saltine all you want, but you ain't gonna piss in my yard.
No, yeah.
Hey, Jay, do you see where McCullers is going to miss opening day?
Damn.
Yeah, man. Lance
Look at Gonzo changing the racing subject.
He always starts off the season with some sort of injury. It's nothing crazy. It's gonna be season ending, but it's always some nagging injury. So. Again, that's why I'm glad we got about 6 starting pitchers in the rotation. So that way, when one goes down, next man up. Let's go.
And then number 6, Virginia got beat by Boston College.
Who?
That's crazy.
Virginia lost to Boston College.
Cares.
Virginia was a 9.5 point favorite. I care because it was one of the damn picks I gave out.
You losing on them picks. I ain't gonna lie to you. Them college basketball ones been crazy. But you've been doing. You were what 3-2?
Hard, man.
No, they are. Yeah, I don't like college basketball in that regard.
I'm ready for NBA to come back.
Yeah, I stay away, dude. I've been doing hockey the last couple of days, bro. I hate it so much.
Mike, who is your surprise? We're not that far away from March Madness. We're about Gonzo? Maybe like 2 weeks or so away from March Madness.
No. Yeah, I want to let me correct myself. College basketball is a lot of fun, but parlays and college basketball should not be in the same sentence. That is.
I agree.
That is a bad time.
It's too unpredictable,
dude. What was it?
Right now, I'm 2-1. 2-1 of my picks today
Kansas,
so far.
Kansas City. They won last year.
Was it?
They won everything, right? I think it was Kansas City, and I voted for UNC, and I was like, how the fuck? And I saw their mascot, and I was like, this ugly ass bird just busted down UNC, and I was just so upset. I had so much money on it, and I was like, I'm never doing this again.
And this is going to be the first time in years that Kentucky or North Carolina aren't going to be in the NCAA tournament.
Gonzo, can I ask you a
parlay? One of them going to run.
Can I ask a parlay question? All right, so I just got paid today. 500 schmackaroons. So I'm thinking tomorrow night, I'm going to be like, damn. LeBron James.
Why are you using your bedroom voice? Can we go back to the podcasting real quick? Because I swear to God, I'm about to go on some Barry Manilow and dim down the lights.
Are you tired? Are you tired?
No, but I'm just saying, man. I feel like you're using the bedroom voice, and I'm not ready for that.
Does your penis not go up at night when you want it to? We have
it
things to
does,
help
Mike.
you.
It does. But I want
Wait.
some chocolates, I want some roses. I want a little bit of romance before you start just throwing down the bedroom voice on me.
Wait. I was just kidding. I was just fucking around. All right.
What?
But,
So you play with my emotions.
wait.
Oh no, you think it's okay to play with my emotions? Is that how you feel? Is that what you do? You play with emotions? You think it's okay?
Wait.
I'm 3-1 on my picks tonight so far, and I only have one game left.
Wait. But so listen, Gonzo. If I put $500 that LeBron James is gonna score like 25 points, it's $1,000 payout.
What?
So like, cool, because you just double your money.
Yep.
No, I get that.
If I put $5, I get $10. You feel me? But if I put $500,
if he play now, as long as he don't load
You're
manager
basically
skip out of the game, I think
no,
I
because if you load managers, then it doesn't count.
No,
As
but
long
I
as he
think
plays.
Bron's gonna put up 25. That's not an unreasonable
Who they playing
amount of
against?
points for him to put up.
I don't know. I was just spitballing in my head, you know.
Oh, you have to look to see their playing.
Yeah, I
Hey,
don't know.
listen, I'd make that bet for 25 points.
Let me
I
look
think
it up.
he
Let
gets
me look it up
25.
right now. I'm gonna look it up right now. We're gonna see what's up.
I think
Hey,
he'll get
why you looking that up, man? Hey, who's
What's the
your
average?
crazy team?
They
Now
play the
you're-
Warriors, dog, without Curry.
Oh wow,
He's getting at least 25.
But what if I put 50?
Why
This
would
is
you do
why I
that?
lose.
Put 500. What, you scared to put 500?
You know why?
Gonna fight for your right to party!
Hey, that 500 betting 500 for 1,000 sounds good until you lose, and then it sucks, Jay.
Then it's dude. It's
Hey,
dark.
listen.
It's
Hey,
gonna be
listen.
a
You
dark
can't,
house.
Gonzo. You can't win what you don't put in the middle. Mike,
that's
you
true.
cannot win what you don't put in the middle. No balls. Put the 500 up. Let's go.
Shit.
Last time you told me this, Shazier Alexander costed me $100.
With me?
No, Jay. He was
Okay.
like,
Listen,
Jay
you
was
gonna
like,
win some and lose
dude,
some.
dude,
That's
we was
part
in
of
the-
gambling.
we was in the chat.
If you
I
don't
was
like it, get the 800 number and go get some help. But if you're
Hey,
gambling,
he's
then gamble.
averaging 30 points a game.
Man, Mike ain't got the ball sack to put $500 on LeBron tomorrow. He ain't got the ball sack.
He's averaging 30 points a game, 8
Mike,
rebounds, and 7
You
assists.
got dehydrated nuts. You're not going to put it on there.
What you know about my nuts, dog?
Plenty.
And guess what he averages against Golden State?
What the fuck? A lot.
He averages 31 points a game against Golden State.
Oh yeah, that's what I like to hear, Gonzo. All right, let me see the bet. Let me see if it's open. Because I get it, but I don't like that you gotta wait till like an hour before the game to make your bets. That's why I'd be falling asleep and missing these bets. Like I missed.
They won't let you make the bet until an hour before the game?
I told Jay McLovin this. I told this man this. I said Dame and Mac McClung are gonna win the skills competitions. I told him this. I said I'm gonna put money on it. Jay was like, cool. Frankie was like, cool. I fell asleep. I woke up. They were champions. I woke up. I was still broke because I forgot to place the bet. I fell asleep. If you would allowed me to do it days before, I would have had it in there.
Well, I'm telling you now to place the bet, so you ain't got no reason not to place the bet and make some money.
Place the bet until an hour
No,
before. the game.
that's fine. So an
Is
hour
it-
before,
is it on-
I'll blow up your
is it on
phone
DraftKings?
until you place the bet.
Is that on DraftKings?
It is on DraftKings.
Do they just do that on the?
What the hell did you just say?
Did they just
I do that.
do they just do that on like the player prop bets, or is that on like any bet?
That's I mean, you could do it specifically for whatever you want to do it on, but this is on player points right
No,
now.
I mean,
They have
no that you have to wait until an hour before the game. Is that on every bet or just them kind of bets?
that's on like specific numbers.
Okay.
So like right now, you could place one for LeBron getting 28. Now I don't want to do 28. I want to do 20. You know what I mean? Like, nah, fuck you. You do 28. I'll do 20. Yeah, that's what I'll be saying. You know, hey, DraftKings, you want to do 28? You do 28. That's your money. I ain't gonna tell you how to use your money. I'm doing 20.
So you're gonna take it 20 or 25?
I'm gonna do 20.
20? Oh, he's gonna get over 20.
I'm gonna get.
What's the odds on that, though?
Now, if I do 28, and let's say I put 500 on it right now.
20 is not going to be 2-1 odds, is it?
So right now it's minus 120 for him to get 28 points. If I put 500, the payout is $916.
916.
Oh boy. But also, what's like messing with me is I know his hands messed up because he messed it up
Yeah,
in the
that is
All-Star
true in
game.
the All-Star game.
I know he messed it up. I seen him. He was
Hey,
like,
but Jay inspected that video, and Jay said that he did not hurt his hand that bad.
he bullshitting, but he's definitely gonna use it as an excuse. You feel me? You know how James is. Giannis too. Giannis talking about, oh, my wrist after a layup.
that whole LeBron James thing. I watched that replay. Me personally, it didn't look like he did anything to that damn hand. Honestly,
I'm trying to do something to your nuts, but
I mean, you can. Do you want to put them on the screen later?
all right. So if I do, damn, that one I don't want to play with. If I do Embiid for 33, it's the same thing, but 33 is a lot. He's playing Memphis. That's Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson fouls a lot. I don't know. What is this? Are we still live? Damn, we still live.
I'd be careful with Embiid, man. I don't know, man. Embiid is just kind of up and down, man. With that
pisses me off, bro. Embiid's lost me so much fucking money, man.
Yeah, I did. If you're gonna put the money, LeBron James is a much better, in my opinion, bet.
I didn't talk to Gonzo for 2 days after me and him were talking about doing it. It was nothing against Gonzo. I just didn't want to talk to him. I was like, nah, I don't even want to tell him. This is my first time telling him. I did this parlay. It was like 13 legs, and everything hit. And I just needed 20 points from Jokic. This man had 1 point he had 0 points in the first quarter. He had 1 point in the second quarter. And then in the third quarter, he had 0 points. And then he had like 9 in the fourth. That man finished with 10 points, bro. And I would have got over $3,000.
Damn, that's a good one.
I was so tight, dude. Like I couldn't even I could not comprehend anything for like 2 days because I was just like, how are you? How the repeat? Fuck out of here, bro. You lost my vote. Lost my vote for MVP. Me and my soup.
When Weidman broke his leg in his last UFC fight, I got every other fight on the card right that night. I was going to win $500, and Weidman breaks his leg and loses the fight.
I ain't mad at that though. He broke his leg. Jokic was just running up and down for 45 minutes.
Leg after you won the damn fight.
I mean, yeah, I feel you, but like, at least he tried. You know what I mean? Like Jokic didn't even shoot. He was just like Michael Porter Jr., Michael Porter Jr., Michael Porter Jr. And I was just like, why? Michael's not even like that for real.
Actually, you told me about that.
I did.
Yeah.
Maybe I did. I knew I was upset though. I didn't talk to him.
Joel Embiid averages 35 points a game against Memphis.
Don't do this, Gonzo. Gonzo, I'm gonna come to your house, bro. I promise you, I'm getting my 500 some way. I'm gonna grab Pops. I'm gonna grab Pops by the hair. I'm gonna be like, "Where's Gonzo?" Kick the Chihuahua. Be like, "We all messing with my money, man."
Well, hey, don't listen to my picks here.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Oh, Lord.
3-1 so far tonight in college basketball. Just one game left.
That's
Virginia
tough.
getting upset. They were 9.5-point favorites and got fucking stomped.
Yo, you just say fuck?
Yeah, I think I did.
Get him out of here.
Hey, it's after midnight. I think you're allowed to say whatever you want, right?
Oh yeah, when's the George Lopez commercial gonna play? It's after midnight. You remember that shit?
Yeah, I do.
Dude, I used to wake up at like 3 a.m. with like my hand in a Cheetos bag. I was like 7. Now I just see this fat ass head come on my screen. He'd be like this. Wait, he'd be like this. He'd be like, low, right, goes a little higher. And I'd be like, and then you just hear dun, 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 and I'd be like, what the fuck? Where am I? And I'd be like, what's going on, man? You fall asleep to SpongeBob, I'm waking up, Damn.
Hey, listen, I had a bad experience with the dab one night. Me and Mel was there, and it pretty much happened just like that. There was some things that went down, and I just remember most of the night I slept on the garage floor staring at the wall, and it was really, really crazy. And
Yeah,
there were
I don't-
several
I
things that happened throughout the night.
I don't know how
It's
you do
crazy.
that, bro. I don't know how you can do that. I can't mess with dabs. I think I can say
Hey,
that.
listen, I don't either. And that was the first time I that ever happened. I swear to God,
Yeah,
I
I'm not
didn't
a
know
big
the
dab
first.
guy.
No,
Ah,
fuck those dabs.
Yeah, I did a dab
Hey,
one time.
I will tell you right now. Hey, it was a first and last.
Yeah, I mean, I
It was
did it
a first and
before.
last, man.
It wasn't like a bad experience.
But it's not the same.
I'm just like, I'm tripping, and I don't like when I'm tripping. I kind of just like hanging out, you know.
Yeah, it's not the same at
I
all.
just stick to beer now. So if Bud Light or Budweiser or someone wants to sponsor the All Sports All Plays Network, I'll give up my liver and my kidneys for that sacrifice. I'll do whatever we got to do.
Look,
Question.
man, he must be smoking some dab. He can't even spell the word bulls. He left out the whole U and the other L.
No, they just they use one L every single time they play. That's why it's not there.
Mike, here in a minute after the show, stay on for a second because I got some big news. Big news I want to tell you.
No, yeah, go ahead.
Hey, basically all he's saying is he's decided to become transgender, and he wants.
Cancel.
Where did we go? How did we get to there?
Right. It's no excuse that you've been doing freaking hormonal shots. Damn, every time you talk, you got all these personal issues. You're crying.
Jay, do you know how good you would be for this network if you were just like, if you were just here for the sports, bro? If you were coming at us like, check this out. Here's everything going on in Houston. Here's everything y'all need to know. Here's some funny jokes here and there. Crazy. Bam, I'm out. I'd be like, damn, what a guy. What a legend. That beard is beautiful. That hat is sexy. He does amazing things, and that smile gets me going. But then here he goes. An hour and 10 minutes into the show, and Jay's like, man, I've done so well today. How could I finish this off? Drugs and transgenders. And I'm like, and black kids peeing in my lawn. And I'm just like, oh, fuck.
What? That's life. Look, this is a life show, and people need to know how to handle situations.
What is Damien's question, Gonzo? I can't read it right now. I'm drinking soup, Damien. I got you though.
No, you're not drinking the soup. It's spilling on your clothes.
Question. I think it says question with Bulls.
Wait, I got gray sweats on too. I look like I pissed myself. But what do you say?
I think it says with the Bulls signing Pat Beverly, can the Bulls cut ties with Lonzo since his career is basically over now?
Fucking matter. It don't matter. Pat Beverly wasn't gonna be an impact to that anyways. You know what I mean? Like, Pat's here for 20 games. And that's it. Like, I've seen. Oh my god, I want to slam my head.
He says he's gonna get his revenge on the Lakers.
We're gonna get our ass busted by the Lakers. What do you?
You really think he's just a short-term deal, 20 games, and after this season he's done?
20 games and he's out. I promise you, 20 games and he's out. I mean, hey, listen, if Pat wants to re-sign on a vet minimum, cool. I got no problem with Pat Beverly being on this team, hometown guy. But I mean, I've wanted to slam my head on the wall the last 2 hours. The amount of posts I've seen the Bulls make about welcome home, the hometown kid, motherfucker. I wanted Derrick Rose.
He's been saying for a hot minute that he really wanted to go back to the T-Wolves.
That's cool.
I just want to get back to the T-Wolves.
That's cool.
So I don't know.
I wish you did. Like, what? Like, I'm sorry, but like, this was the move. Like, and that's where so many people are on my TikTok right now. Got 7,000 people on me going crazy in the comments. Like, that I'm a hater, that I hate Patrick Beverly. I'm like, nah, bro, you got it twisted. Ain't got nothing to do with Patrick Beverly. If you wanted Patrick Beverly, cool. $100,000 for 20 games, no problem. Like, that's fine. I got no problem with that. Jay McLovin, no problem. But for you to go up there, Arturis, his little, never mind. But his ass is gonna go up there and he's gonna talk about, yo, listen, he's our GM. We do not rock with mediocrity. We are going to be very active at the trade deadline. Don't worry. We got this. Damn. So I grabbed my bogus chair with all the rips in the back. I cracked my fingers and I said, Jay McLovin, watch this. Watch what we about to do. So then, time kept going on the clock and there were no trades. And I was like, man, Jay McLovin, you don't know shit. We about to get Russell Westbrook. And then we didn't. And I was like, man, Jay McLovin, you don't know shit. We about to get John Wall. And before John Wall even got signed, they were like, nah, fuck John Wall. And I was like, fuck John Wall. I was like, who you gonna get? And they were like, yo, bro, check this out. Patrick Beverley. And I was like, what the fuck? That was the big active move that you did.
He's gonna bring you out of mediocrity.
No, and you know what?
No,
You know what like makes me so mad, bro? Like I could slam my hand on this desk right now and we could talk about it. Cause like Gonzo, do we have time? Do I have like 2 minutes just to like talk?
yeah, you talk.
Like it just makes me upset because I know we're gonna start winning. I know Patrick Beverley is gonna start scoring 40 points a fucking game. And here's what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen. So listen, right now we're right out of the play-in, and I love that because there's a shot at Victor. It's a slim shot, but there's a shot that makes everything of this shit season make sense. If I could go into next season with Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Victor Wembanyama, the 7'5" god, and a few other guys, oh, Jay McLovin, I'm going crazy. But here's what's going to happen. Patrick Beverley is going to come in here. He's going to do great. Zach LaVine's going to go back to all-star numbers. DeMar is going to drop 50 a game. We're going to make it all the way to the play-in and then lose by 50. And then we're going to – but because we made the playoffs, we are not going to get Victor. So we're literally going to win a couple more games, make the play-in, get fucked royally and consensually because we allow it to happen. And then it's just it's why do you want to do this? What did you say, Damien? Get him out of here. Hey, it's 2023. It's all love over here. I don't appreciate those kind of comments, sir. I'm as straight as this pencil. But
although what he's trying to,
yeah, you crazy.
What he was trying to type, I think it was a typo.
Yeah, you type these nuts.
No, I really believe that Damien, that's his level of comprehension when it comes to spelling.
I love Damien. Stop messing with him. But
Man, well, Westbrook seems to be extremely excited about this new chapter out.
Oh man, I've seen that. I'm so happy for him. So happy for him.
He seems to be excited about the new chapter.
Good. He should, man. You should be excited about ball, bro. Like one thing I'll say about this, if you play with LeBron James, you are not there to have fun. That's just real. You're not. And, LeBron does crazy stuff. He's a fun guy. He's a cool guy. He's not, I'm not saying he's this dictator, but the energy is like, yo, listen, we got to win.
There's a lot more pressure on you.
Yeah, it's all the pressure in the world because of the King's legacy and all this other stuff. And it's like, for Russ to go hang out with PG, who he has a good relationship with, Kawhi, who I imagine it's hard to have a bad relationship with Kawhi because Kawhi just kind of does his own thing. But I think they're in a good place right now. I do, man. I think it's gonna be fun, and I think seeing Russ happy like makes me happy because I grew up on Russ, and I think it's really sad to see a guy that had so much fun playing basketball not have fun anymore, and it's like, damn, it kind of shows you like what life really is, and he had his downs, but I think
he's fell off some, but he ain't fell off as much as people. Trying to make it out.
He still had triple doubles this year. Like he's still doing his thing, So
he's never been a shooter. Everybody wants to talk about he can't shoot, but it's not like he's ever been like that guy that was a great shooter.
I'm so tired, bro. I'm awake.
Yeah.
I'm awake.
No, you're
I'm awake.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Actually, it is getting late. Get the final thoughts.
I'm tired. That's my final thoughts.
My final thought is that Damien is much better with pictures than he is with spelling. I will say that. So I've learned a little something into the life of Damien that pictures really are his forte. And from now on, I'm just going to draw pictures to communicate with him.
Yeah, he does communicate a little better with emojis.
No, hey, don't forget to catch us on all of our shows tomorrow. And like Gonzo said earlier, with the Bet Us partnership and as well as the Google Play ASAP Network app, as well as Amazon. Check us out there. Lots of good things are coming our way. And don't forget, you can check Unscripted's content out on Twitter at Unscripted Guys, all one word. That's it. That's all I got.
That's all you got. You got anything, Mike?
I'm gonna go sit on the couch, turn on an Adam Sandler movie, and go to
Can't
bed.
go wrong with Adam Sandler.
Dude, he's the funniest guy in the world, man.
Which movie you
app I have, dude?
Which Adam Sandler movie are you gonna watch?
I don't know. Earlier, I was watching Happy Gilmore, and I was like pissing my pants because I forgot how funny Happy Gilmore was.
Oh
He
yeah,
was like, wait, can I say what I was doing? I don't know, probably not. But I was smoking a little bit, and I was just hanging out. I was sitting there, and he was like, what did he say? He said something. The shooter said something to the big dude, and he was like, "Oh, I see you can read." And then he was like, "Oh, or no," he was like, "You can count on it." And then dude was like, "And you can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot." And I lost my shit. I was like, "Hey, yo, what did he say?" I was losing it. I don't know what.
Oh man, he's got a lot of good ones. I like Big Daddy.
I was just gonna say I might watch Big Daddy.
Big Daddy's good.
Man, hey, tell him your name. He'll write it on the wall for you.
Yeah, I think the only one I didn't think was funny was Jack and Jill. That was the only one I didn't really care for.
I don't think I've ever seen that one, honestly.
It was weird. He plays both the guy. He's twin siblings. One's a boy, one's a girl, and both of them are Adam Sandler. And I just didn't think it was funny.
You know, on this app I use, they have a 24/7 Adam Sandler channel. So I'll turn it on there and they'll just keep playing Adam Sandler movies.
Dude, that is what you guys send me that. Yeah, there's an app I use. There's an app I use as well called the All Sports All Plays Network app. You guys should totally use it. It's totally sick, and I totally use it every single day. When I wake up in the morning and I brush my teeth, I turn it on. When I go to bed at night and turn on my Adam Sandler movies, I still have the ASAP Network app open, and you can see all the shows in the world. Definitely check that out. I totally do have it. I'm totally not lying. I definitely know what I'm talking about. You should totally get it. You like that? I sold my soul.
He was not paid for this promotion.
I was not paid for this promotion.
Hey,
wait, Jay, wait.
I
was not paid for this promotion because I'm not paid regularly. That's okay.
Oh shit!
But you know where you can pay people at the Sports Empire. Let me stop.
Oh shit! Oh,
I don't know, man. Mike, that's a hard one to follow up after the one earlier today, man. That's a hard one to follow.
I was chilling.
My dad was cracking up. He thought we got kicked off air.
Jay thought it was funny. Jay said,
he goes, "What happened to the show?"
Jay said he spit out his coffee when he was watching it. I was like, damn. Jay thought it was hilarious when he called me. I was like,
yeah, it is. No, it was good. Hey, I thought it was pretty damn good.
I was like, I never closed it before, and I just wanted to spice it up a little bit, you know. I wanted to have people. I wanted Damien to be watching it and being like, "Wait, what?" You know,
bro. You didn't just spice it up. You took a whole bottle of Texas Pete and just sprayed it.
I don't know what that means, but hell yeah.
What was even better about it was when Mike told me that he was actually watching at the time. That even made it.
Yeah, that's why
it made it that much greater.
I was like, I saw him, and I was like, I'm gonna end the show. I don't know, man. Sometimes you just gotta throw things into the universe, man. And if you ever take one thing from me in this world, it's fuck it, we ball. You know what I mean? Like, we just doing me. I could die tomorrow. Gone. Lickety split. You heard? But hey, I lived it. I gotta go to bed, man. I'm tweaking right now.
Only thing I got.
Bet you are half-baked.
Huh?
Yes, I bet you are half-baked.
I'm really not. I'm about to be. To be honest, keeping it a beam with you.
Hey, me too.
Go watch some Adam Sandler movies and just start laughing my ass off at 1 a.m, bro. It's a great life, man.
I was watching old Eddie Murphy movies the other night. Beverly Hill Cop.
Eddie Murphy don't get talked about enough, bro. They forgot about my man Eddie, but he was
Yeah, he has a lot of good movies.
man, it's gold. I think he just made his money and was like, "Fuck it, I'm gone." You know,
Yep.
I would too.
But
I'm like Kevin Hart is in like
yeah.
everything.
I watched that movie. What was it? CIA or no, Central Intelligence with Kevin Hart and The Rock.
Jay, is there something in your room?
I was trying to find this one show that Eddie Murphy did. I watched the other night, and I cannot remember the name of it, man.
Dude, it looked like Jay was seeing something, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, have you seen that one, Mike? Central Intelligence with The Rock and Kevin Hart.
You know,
that's
I've
good. I like
seen
that
bits
one
and
too.
pieces of it, but I've never watched it
Dude,
fully.
That's funny. That's funny as hell.
Maybe I'll watch it tonight because I don't know. I already saw an Adam Sandler movie today. Can't do too much, Adam. Then I start talking weird. My girl be like, "How was your day?" I'll be like, "Good, good," and she'd be like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "My bad." My bad. Too much Adam. I'm dressed like Adam today too. To be honest, I got the hat. I'm rocking. Oh man. Tomorrow I'm gonna go back to this store though. I promoted it earlier, but I forgot the name of it, and I felt
You go back to the store and get you some new drawers and just put all that soup on. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday there won't be an 11 o'clock GSR show because we're going to do a watch along for the bare knuckle fighting championship that's going on. Oh,
I
yeah,
don't care about y'all lives if you bare knuckle fight. I don't care what nobody says. You don't care about your life. You just want to die.
But hey, that shit's fun as hell to watch. Dude. I watched Greg Hardy get knocked the fuck out last Friday night.
Yes, he did. I heard about that one. I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
I think we're going to start around 8 o'clock. I'll put out a graphic about it. We're going to do that Friday night, so we won't do a 11 o'clock show on Friday. But we'll be back Monday with another episode of GSR. We do all of our shows tomorrow, 9 a.m. around the bases. Mike, I'll send you the link.
What time is that?
9 a.m.
8 p.m. my crib?
Or 8 a.m. in your time, yep.
Oh, yeah, I don't got to pick my girl up till 9. Ooh, I'm going to see you in the morning unless I have a weed coma. Then I'm not because I'm going to be asleep. But I'm going to try.
And then 1 o'clock afternoon show. And then it's Thursday, 3 o'clock easy money and unscripted at 7.
Dude,
you have any other shows tomorrow, Mike?
Dude, I don't even know. Like, I just kind of be doing shit at this point. It's a weird time of the year. Like, spring training's not there yet.
Yeah.
But I've also talked about free agency way too much. And I've talked about the offseason way too much. And I could talk about Shohei Ohtani to the Cubs, but it's like, why? It's really it's a whole year from now. So it's like,
this is a weird part of the weird part of weird season for sports.
I could, it's harder for me because like I always have these guys on my show that I'm buddies with. I was just talking to James Triantos. He's the third baseman at Myrtle Beach. And it's like, it's harder, because like I try to keep in contact with them as much as I can, but then spring training rolls around and it's like their phone is just like gone because they're just, they're 24/7 doing their thing. And it's a crazy life, bro. It really is. So probably not. I did some Patrick Kane show today, talking about, if he's going to be leaving the Hawks in the next few days and what teams that might go and be. But, other than that, I guess if Patrick Beverly drops 50 tomorrow, we can talk about it. But I'll tell you what, if Patrick Beverly drops more than 12 points tomorrow, I'll do a fucking show right after the game. I'll tell you what. But yeah, they don't play till Friday. Actually, they play the Nets. But I'm end the show because I was supposed to go to that game.
All right, we will see you guys Friday for an episode of GSR. Join us tomorrow for all the other shows on the ASAP Sports Network. We're out of here.
Mike, I like